真天的长放，从西人我的精彩歌唱。Ladies and gentlemen and distinguished guests, on this very beautiful afternoon of spring, I'm Shauna Zahan. We are welcoming you all to the second edition of Chinese Corner. We would like to extend our heartfelt and warm greetings to all the jolly-minded students of Jiangxi University of Finance and Economics who have joined this program. We are thankful to our honorable guests to the great extent of their illuminating presence. This Chinese Corner is jointly organized by Daffodil International University, Bangladesh and Jiangxi University of Finance and Economics, China. This program consists of interactive learning sessions and cross-cultural activities by our Bangladeshi and Chinese students. I would now love to introduce our guests. Today, we have with us our chief guest, Professor Dr. Mohammad Masoom Iqbal, Dean, Faculty of Business and Entrepreneurship, Daffodil International University. We have our special guest, Dr. Akm Mohsin, Senior Lecturer, Department of Business Administration. And we have Moru Lee Stephanie, Project Manager of GOStudy Global Education with us. And we are delighted to have Xiaotian Wang Luna, International Program Associate of GOStudy Global Education. We also have our corner coordinator, Sayedul Woody, Senior Research Fellow of Belt and Road Research Center. So, without any further ado, let's welcome our chief guest, Professor Dr. Mohammad Masoom Iqbal, Director of DIUBRRC Belt and Road Research Center and Dean of the Faculty of Business and Entrepreneurship, Daffodil International University. I'd like to request Professor Dr. Mohammad Masoom Iqbal who is efficiently leading the business education of this university towards international standardization, to keep his welcoming remark for the formal commencement of this program.
Thank you, Madam Shana. Thank you so much. And distinguished personalities, Moruli and Dr. Luna. Sadul Bhai is over there, all the way from China, and Dr. Mohsin is sitting beside me, all the participants, lovely participants from our university and from your university. So very good day to all of you, and I welcome you all to this interactive session. Probably, you know, our university, if I'm talking about Daffodil, it is one of the largest and finest universities in Bangladesh. And in many ways, we are one of the best universities in terms of teaching, in terms of research, and so on. So research is a very big priority to our university. And as a part of research and development, we are having a center, BRI Center at Daffodil International University. So from this center, we are undertaking some initiatives, and this is the second Chinese Corner or interactive sessions with your university here. And it is my appreciation to you all for being with us in this interactive sessions. Definitely BRI has some priorities, and you know all the priorities. It has started with the primary priority is connectivity, that is from China to Europe, in shipping line or highway through Southeast Asia, Middle East, African countries, and finally Europe, right? So probably primary, that was a priority, but behind all the priorities, the link is exchange of people or culture is quite important, because whatever we do in our lives, whether in personal level or in a country level, so there are people behind all the initiatives. So first of all, our priority is to give emphasis on people, development people, and to make our graduates and people a global individuals or global people. So I strongly believe that this kind of interactions, this kind of sessions will help us to take our students as well as graduates to make a global citizen, right? And if I'm talking about between China and Bangladesh, you know, China is one of the biggest countries, economies in the world, and Bangladesh is also one of the fastest economies in the world, right? And we are having a lot of interactions in trade, culture, and so on. And China is also one of the biggest development partners of our country, Bangladesh. We are thankful to China, but we want to have this kind of exchange between our students in these two countries. I hope these kind of initiatives and exchanges will be useful for all of us, and will be able to make our students as well as graduates a global citizen or global graduates. I'm not taking time with this few words. I would like to welcome you all to this interactive session. I hope this interactive session will be quite useful for all of us. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir. With your words of wisdom and encouragement, we would like to declare that our second edition of Chinese Corner is open now. At this time, I would like to invite our special guest who is magnificently fabricating the bridge of promoting cross-cultural activities and developing bilateral relationship among Bangladesh and China to a broader context. Dr. Akm Mohsin, the Deputy Director of DIU Belt and Road Research Center and Senior Lecturer of the Department of Business and Administration, to address his speech of excellence.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Sharno. Well, as our chief guest, our Dean Sir, respected Dean Sir, already mentioned about our university. The Daffodil International University is the most prominent private university in Bangladesh, and they're actually taking care of more than 20,000 students. And just to confirm the prosperity of DIU, we have set up Daffodil International University Belt and Road Research Center, which is DIUBRRC, to promote research activities nationwide and develop bilateral relationship among Bangladesh and China to a broader context that develop a bilateral relationship. So just a little bit from this research center, since actually we have a lot of activities to do, I'm not going to take too much time. The research center aims is to enhance the research and development of two nations by conducting research related to business, social, and economic change. And it will also provide a conducive platform for conducting a high impact interdisciplinary research in the context of Belt and Road Initiative. It will also exhibit trade relationship and educational advancement through faculty and student exchange program. This center aims to produce academic papers and enables the development of area-specific research topic under the Belt and Road Initiative. If I talk about a little bit, the features of this center includes industry-focused research, and we'll be actually focusing on the scholarly exchange kind of stuff, and we'll be also focused on the executive development, and we'll be also, what is called like ensuring the teaching and learning initiative under this, the research center. And we'll also work for enriching our academic curriculum at the same time. So this center has already initiated a range of activities in order to fulfill its mission in collaboration with Jiangxi University of Finance and Economics. My special gratitude to them. And it has already organized, multiple webinars on business exposure with the presence of so many, the persons like the global, and internationally. This center is continuing its year-long series program, which is called Chinese Corner, under the name of Bangladesh and Youth Talk 2020 and 2023. So to achieve a broader objective of culture transaction, educational development, we are intending to initiate the following activities. If I just name few of them, like integration course jointly developed by the academic curriculum, arrangement of global venture competition, research scholarship scheme, and create a global research network, international exchange of faculty and student. So, since Bangladesh has increasingly been connected with Chinese economy through the trade, investment, and cultural exchanges during the last decades and so on. So Belt and Road Initiative, BRI, holds the promise to deliver physical and soft infrastructure to foster connectivity and economic development across the corridor. So with just few words, I would like to conclude my speech here, and I'm welcoming you again to this great, interactive session called Chinese Corner. Thank you very much. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Mohsin, for your warm remarks and the brief introduction of DIU Belt and Road Research Center. We firmly believe that with your passion and enthusiastic work ethics, our university's ecosystem will become a gem of excellency. Now, I'd like to invite our another special guest, Moru Lee, Stephanie, who is magnificently serving as the project manager of GOStudy Global Communication.
Hello, everyone. Okay, can you hear my voice?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. This is Morley from GOStudy Global Education, and you can call me by my English name, Stephanie. Thank you for inviting me and my colleague Luna to join this youth talk, the Chinese Corner, which is jointly conducted by Bell and Rowe Research Center of Daffodil International University and Overseas Education School of Jiangxi University of Finance and Economics. I feel so proud to be here, and thank you, Dean of Daffodil International University and Dr. Mohsin, and especially thanks for Dr. Woody bringing us here. Please allow me to briefly introduce our company GOStudy. We are located in Nanning, the capital of Guangxi Zhuang Autonomous Region, and the city is the permanent host of ASEAN Expo. GOStudy is focusing on promoting China-ASEAN education, exchange, and cross-cultural communication. We have established cooperation with many Chinese universities and have successfully connected them with many overseas universities to conduct international cooperative projects, such as civil engineering related webinars and ICT related webinars, workshop discussion between Guangxi and ASEAN colleges and study in China program, and so on. GOStudy has already become a bridge or a linker between China and ASEAN education. We believe that international education is not just a privilege for the few, but also it should be an easy, accessible, and affordable option for the majority. And the purpose of international education is not just to obtain an overseas qualification, but a window to different cultures, traditions, and lifestyles. And thank you again for giving me the chance to tell you what we are doing. I know that the cooperation between Bell and Rowe Research Center of DIU and the Jiangxi University of Finance and Economics is also creating a great impact on international exchange, influencing Chinese and Bangladesh students in terms of culture and education. So I've read the activity schedule for today's event. There are some really interesting and meaningful parts. Hope we all enjoy it. And thank you.
谢谢 Stephanie for your kind words, and we're really glad to know about GOStudy Global Education. Finally,
you.
I'd like to invite our final guest to conclude this welcome ceremony. Please welcome the International Program Associate of GOStudy Global Education, Xiaotian Wang, Luna.
Hello, everyone. This is Luna from GOStudy, and I'm so happy to come here today. And thanks so much for Dr. Woody to give our chance to here to participate in this meeting. Yeah, I think this meeting is very meaningful to promote the cooperation between the China and Belt and Road country. And I hope through this meeting, we can learn more about each other in other country. Thanks so much again.
谢谢 Luna for your words of encouragement. Well, ladies and gentlemen, now let's get our party started. I'm pretty sure that everyone is eagerly waiting for this part. So at this moment, I'd like to invite Katie to introduce us with the Chinese Zodiac.
Okay, thank you so much. And welcome to my teammate to introduce something first.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the second Chinese Corner. Today, our topic is Chinese Zodiac, and our introduction will be divided into 5 parts. Firstly, let's start our activity with a video. I promise after watching the video, you could have a general idea about the origin of Chinese Zodiac.
What's your sign? In Western astrology, it's a constellation determined by when your birthday falls in the calendar. But according to the Chinese zodiac, or shengxiao, it's your shuxiang, meaning the animal assigned to your birth year. And of the many myths explaining these animal signs and their arrangement, the most enduring one is that of the Great Race. As the story goes, Yudi, or Jade Emperor, ruler of the heavens, wanted to devise a way to measure time. He organized a race. The first 12 animals to make it across the river would earn a spot on the Zodiac calendar in the order they arrived. The rat rose with the sun to get an early start, but on the way into the river, he met the horse, the tiger, and the ox. Because the rat was small and couldn't swim,
This is the next. The voice is. Voice is. We can hear you. We can hear you.
what's your sign? In Western astrology, it's a constellation determined by when your birthday falls in the calendar. But according to the Chinese zodiac, or shengxiao, it's your shuxiang, meaning the animal assigned to your birth year. And of the many myths explaining these animal signs and their arrangement, the most enduring one is that of the Great Race. As the story goes, Yu Di, or Jade Emperor, ruler of the heavens, wanted to devise a way to measure time. So he organized a race. The first 12 animals to make it across the river would earn a spot on the Zodiac calendar in the order they arrived. The rat rose with the sun to get an early start, but on the way into the river, he met the horse, the tiger, and the ox. Because the rat was small and couldn't swim very well, he asked the bigger animals for help. While the tiger and horse refused, the kind-hearted ox agreed to carry the rat across. Yet, just as they were about to reach the other side, the rat jumped off the ox's head and secured first place. The ox came in second, with the powerful tiger right behind him. The rabbit, too small to battle the current, nimbly hopped across stones and logs to come in fourth. Next came the dragon, who could have flown directly across, but stopped to help some creatures she had encountered on the way. After her came the horse, galloping across the river. But just as she got across, the snake slithered by. The startled horse reared back, letting the snake sneak into sixth place. The Jade Emperor looked out at the river and spotted the sheep, the monkey, and the rooster, all atop a raft, working together to push it through the weeds. When they made it across, the trio agreed to give eighth place to the sheep, who had been the most comforting and harmonious of them, followed by the monkey and the rooster. Next came the dog, scrambling onto the shore. He was a great swimmer, but frolicked in the water for so long that he only managed to come in 11th. The final spot was claimed by the pig, who had gotten hungry and stopped to eat and nap, before finally waddling across the finish line. And so, each year is associated with one of the animals in this order, with the cycle starting over every 60 years. Why 60 and not 12? Well, the traditional Chinese calendar is made up of two overlapping systems. The animals of the zodiac are associated with what's called the 12 earthly branches, or 12 地支. Another system, the 10 heavenly stems, or 10天干, is linked with the 5 classical elements of metal, 金, wood, 木, water, 水, fire, 火, and earth, 土. Each element is assigned yin or yang, creating a 10-year cycle. When the 12 animals of the earthly branches are matched with the 5 elements, plus the yin or the yang of the heavenly stems, it creates 60 years of different combinations, known as a sexagenary cycle, or 干支. So someone born in 1980 would have the sign of yang metal monkey, while someone born in 2007 would be yin fire pig. In fact, you can also have an inner animal based on your birth month, a true animal based on your birth date, and a secret animal based on your birth hour. It was the Great Race that supposedly determined which animals were enshrined in the Chinese zodiac. But as the system spread through Asia, other cultures made changes to reflect their communities. So if you consult the Vietnamese zodiac, you may discover that you're a cat, not a rabbit. And if you're in Thailand, a mythical snake called a naga replaces the dragon. So whether or not you place stock in what the zodiac says about you as an individual, it certainly reveals much about the culture it comes from.
Okay, we have finished the video. As far as we know, there are 12 animals in the Chinese zodiac. And in China, people divide every 12 years as a cycle, and each year represents a specific animal in sequence. For example, 2022 is a tiger year in China, and the next year is rabbit year, and last year must be ox year. Under the sequence, everyone in China has his own zodiac, and different area people in China has a different traditions in their zodiac year. For example, in my hometown, while children in zodiac years, parents would let them wear red underwear, which they believe the red color could exorcise evil and retain good luck in zodiac years. Okay, we can, after this part, you have a general idea about the Chinese zodiac. Let's move to the next part. Thank you.
Shishi Kedi, it was really great. I believe Bangladeshi students are so happy to learn something. Okay, thank you. Sorry. They must be mesmerized with the art of science that reflects faith. Everyone joined in the last corner, exchanged their names, right? But in this Chinese corner, there are some new geniuses who have joined to be a part of this magnificent family. So now I would like to call Fatimatu Zohra Mim to give Bangladeshi names to the newly joined Chinese students.
Thank you. A very good afternoon. Welcome to everyone. Hello. Thank you. A very good afternoon. Welcome to everyone and a special welcome to the new members who are joined in the second Chinese corner. Congratulations. We are excited you are here in our growing team and we look forward to working with you in upcoming days. This is Fatimatu Zohra Mim. I know it's a pretty long name to remember at once, but you can call me Mim as the short form of my name. And as like before, we have prepared Bengali names for the new Chinese members. So I decided to give a Bengali name individual according which reflects your first letter of the name. So that it can be more convenient for you to easily remember. Well, I will start from Jessie. And I try to give you name as Zoya, which represent victory, victorious, respects, and joyful, as you are. And then Jack. I try to give you name as Zahir, which means a protector, poet, obvious, and shining like a star. After that, eventually for Tina, I try to give you name as Tara, which represent a glow of star. The pupil of eye, it symbolizes the light of the soul. We hope you like your new name since it is your first Bengali name. I like to mention that when we have our next program, we can introduce yourself by your new Bengali name. Thank you so much for your attention. Sheshe. Have a good day.
Thank you so much, Mim. I'm pretty sure that you are happy to receive a Bengali name that personifies your aura. There are some Bengali students too who have joined with us in this wonderful afternoon. So I would like to request Katie to give their Chinese names. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. I'm Tahia. This is the Bangladesh name you gave me last time. I like it very much. Do I read Tahia correctly? And then I heard that you have 4 new members this time. Now, please allow me to give you guys Chinese name as well. First, Nabila. We want to give you name Tianle. Tian means day. Le means happy. So 天乐 means happy every day. We wish you will have a good time with a big smile on your beautiful face. We want to give you name Min Min because Min is a homophone for the last part of your name, and Min means agile and smart. You look like a very clever and intelligent girl. Second, Pranda, Prando. Brando. We will give you name Chao Chao. Chao means transcend, and the Chinese parents are very fond of naming their sons Chao Chao because it means constantly surpassing yourself and becoming better and better. Finally, Lamia, we will give you name Lulu. Chinese people think a girl who named Lulu is very cute, and there is no doubt that we give you this name because you are such a lovely girl. Thank you.
Chinese zodiac signs. So Katie, we're over to you again.
It's done. It's done. It's done. It's done. Next.
Sorry.
Okay.
The Bangladeshi students have probably started
Okay, it's okay. All right.
Hey, I think we have learned quite a bit about the zodiac, but I think it is time to bring a refreshment. Now let's move on and enjoy a Bangladeshi song. Please welcome Rian and Itu on the floor.
ধন ধান্য পুষ্প ভরা আমাদের এই বসুন্ধরা, তাহার মাঝে আছে দেশ এক, সকল দেশের সেরা। ও সে স্বপ্ন দিয়ে তৈরি, সে যে স্মৃতি দিয়ে ঘেরা। এমন দেশটি কোথাও খুঁজে পাবে না কো তুমি, সকল দেশের রানী সে যে আমার জন্মভূমি, সে যে আমার জন্মভূমি, সে যে আমার জন্মভূমি। ভাইয়ের মায়ের এত স্নেহ কোথায় গেলে পাবে কেহ, ও মা তোমার চরণ দুটি বক্ষে আমার ধরি, আমার এই দেশেতে জন্ম যেন এই দেশেতে মরি। এমন দেশটি কোথাও খুঁজে পাবে না কো তুমি, সকল দেশের রানী সে যে আমার জন্মভূমি, সে যে আমার জন্মভূমি, সে যে আমার জন্মভূমি। Thank you guys.
Thank you so much, Rian and Itu. It was an absolute peace to our ears. Hope you all have taken pleasure in their performance as well. Moving on to our next activity that Nabila promised you earlier, I'd like to request KD So I'd like to request KD to teach the students the 12 Chinese zodiac signs and how we can get one of ours.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, next part we will introduce more information about that.
Okay.
No. Okay, can you hear me? Okay, let me introduce the 12 sign. Just follow me, okay? You can learn my pronunciation and follow me. Just speak loudly, okay? The first one, rate. The first one is a red, and it is is 鼠. Can you get that? The next one is ox, and its pronunciation is 牛. Can you give me some reaction? Just express that you get that. Okay. That the next I will introduce the character of the rat. People born in the year of the rat, they are honest, open, and outgoing. And the rat people are industrious, aggressive, iron-willed people who are cheerful and sociable. And the character of Niu orcs is people born in the year of the ox have the strong sense of obligation, diligence, steadiness, creativity, attention to practice, and so on are also the advantages of them. And the third one is a tiger. Its pronunciation is 虎. And the fourth one is a rabbit. Its pronunciation is 兔. And the character of the tiger is people born in the year of the tiger have a strong sense of independence and self-esteem, and there are defenders of ordinary people. Tiger is a career-minded person, and he has a fair sense of justice. And the character of the rabbit people tend to be gentle, courteous, patient, and kind. People born in the year of rabbit are conscientious, careful, and have a high sense of responsibility and professionalism. And the latter one is a dragon, and the pronunciation is 龙. And the next one is a snake. Its pronunciation is 蛇. Yeah. And I want to introduce the character of 龙, dragon. The dragon loves the adventure, pursues romance, and has an unworldly disposition. In his actions, he is more active and ambitious than the average person. And the snake
People born in the zodiac sign of the snake are poor, but they are actually very enthusiastic. They have a plan and can achieve success step by step. And the left one is Ma, horse. And the right one is Yang, goat, is a goat. And the character of Ma, horse. People born in the year of horse have the character of refusing to give in, so they should be able to motivate themselves to struggle actively. For life, they pay attention to details. For work, they require rigorous. And the goat, you can make friends with people born in the year of goat. You will surely be captivated by their personality, charm. They are the most kind to calm the storm and ease the atmosphere around them. And the next one is a monkey. Its pronunciation is whole. And the right one is a chicken, just a roaster. Its pronunciation is ji. And the monkey, the character is the people have high IQ and EQ and can quickly find solutions to problems, to solve the problems. They are highly aggressive, inquisitive, and knowledgeable. They are optimistic and full of fun. And the chicken, just a roaster. The character is that the people are good at reading other people's minds and have quick reflexes. They can get along well with new friends. They also have a clear life plan and you will feel comfortable studying or working with them. And the next one is a dog. Its pronunciation is "go." And the right one is a pig. Its pronunciation is "zhu." And the dog, the character is due to their loyal nature, people will not commit crimes. The people tend to help others and forget about their own interests. They are very conservative and will sincerely maintain a certain relation once they decide on someone. And the pig, the character is that they are strong, warm, and usually rich. They are naive and romantic, cheerful, and gentle people. They are very dedicated to doing things. Once they have decided on a goal, they will put all their energy into it. And the next part is my partner. Well, now that we have already talked about 12 animals' characters and personalities, we are going to talk about 12 hours in ancient time and its combination with the Chinese zodiac. In ancient times, people divided the day into 12 hours, each of which is the modern equivalent of 2 hours. The 12 hours are Zi, Chou, Yin, Mao, Chen, Si, Wu, Wei, Shen, You, Xu, Hai, in chronological order. Well, the first one is 子. 子 shows 11 o'clock in the evening to 1 o'clock early in the morning. When we call 鼠, which is rat, as 子鼠, because rats like to hunt in the midnight. The second character is 丑. 丑 shows 1 o'clock to 3 o'clock at midnight. And when we call 牛, which is ox, as 丑牛, because ox are going to work at this time. The third one is 寅. 寅 shows 3 o'clock to 5 o'clock early in the morning. When we call 虎, which is tiger, as 寅虎, because tigers are nocturnal animal. They go out in the night and rest during the day. The fourth one is 卯. 卯 shows 5 o'clock to 7 o'clock in the morning. When we call 兔, which is rabbit, as 卯兔, because rabbits like to go out to eat grass at this time. The fifth is 晨. 晨 shows 7 o'clock to 9 o'clock in the morning. This time is just when mist rises, and it is said that the dragon, the long, which is dragon, likes to fly in the fog, so it is called 晨龙. The sixth is 四. 四 shows 9 o'clock to 11 o'clock in the morning. When we call 蛇, which is snake, as 四蛇, because this time is always when the sun is shining, and the snakes like to come out most. So it is called 四蛇. The seventh is 五. 五 shows 11 o'clock to 1 o'clock at noon. So when we call 马, which is horse, as 胡马, we make a metonymy. The reason is that the noon is when the sun is at its strongest, while our horse personality is the most intense. So it is called 胡马. The eighth is 未. 未 shows 1 o'clock to 3 o'clock in the afternoon. We call yang, which is goat, as 未阳, because this time is when the sun gradually sets in the west. It is the best time to herd sheep, so it is called 未阳. The night is 申. Shen shows 3 o'clock to 5 o'clock in the afternoon. We call hou, which is monkey, as 申侯, just because the sun had already set in the west, and it was time for monkeys to come and play. The 10th is 酉. 酉shows 5 o'clock to 7 o'clock at dusk. We call 鸡, which is rooster, as 酉鸡, because all the roosters go back to their nests when the sun goes down. As for 戌, 戌 shows 7 o'clock to 9 o'clock in the evening. We call 狗, which is dog, as 戌狗, because at this time it is the dog's final expectation before going to sleep. The last one is 亥. Hai shows 9 o'clock to 11 o'clock at dead of night. We call Zhu, which is pig, as Hai Zhu, because in this period, the pig sleeps most soundly. Therefore, it is called Hai Zhu. Okay, that's all. Thank you. 现在是开着声音的。
谢谢大家。
开始了。
Yes.
Okay.
The Bangladeshi students have probably started to search for their Chinese zodiac signs. But hey, just wait for some moment. They will teach you how to get your zodiac sign as well after some moment. Let me talk about Bangladesh a bit again. Bangladesh has numerous days to celebrate, but there is one particular day that everyone is excited about during the whole year, and it is celebrated thoroughly. It's the Bengali New Year. It's a significant day for every Bengali citizen. We call it Pahela Boishakh. And I hope you'd love to know that tomorrow is the day, the 14th of April. So now I'd like to request Alif and Lamia to let the Chinese students know about this remarkable tradition of ours. Alif and Lamia.
Okay, hello everyone. Welcome to the second Chinese Corner Cultural Exchange presentation portion. Our friends from China were so kind to share with us about their cultural values and traditions in the first Chinese Corner. And I believe that it's only appropriate that we do the same this time. And what better way to represent our culture to you guys than to tell you guys all about our new year, Pohela Boishakh. I'm Alif, and along with my co-presenter Lamia, would be absolutely exhilarated to tell you guys all about it today. Lamia, would you like to tell our friends about the nature of the festival?
Sure, I love to. Pohela Boishakh is the first day of Bengali calendar. It marks the beginning of a new year. If we talk the word Pohela Boishakh, we see that Pohela literally means first, and Boishakh is the first month of the Bengali year. It normally falls on 14th or 15th of April. So yes, it's actually tomorrow. The day is celebrated not only in Bangladesh, but in the other regions that speak Bangla as well, like West Bengal in India. The day is celebrated by the people of all caste, creeds, age, and professions. Regardless of their differences, everyone comes together as Bengalis to celebrate the day. The day is full of historical significance. I'm sure Alif would love to tell you guys about all it.
Thank you, Lamia. Sure, I would. Sir, can you please change the slide? Thank you. The history actually dates back many years. When the Mughal Empire ruled Bangla, they took crops as tax from the Bengali people. To do so, they followed the lunar Islamic calendar, which started in the middle of the year. As a result, the people of Bangla weren't able to yield crops to pay their taxes to the emperor at that time of the year. When Emperor Akbar came into power, he decided that he would establish a new calendar, keeping both the lunar Islamic calendar and the solar Hindu calendar in mind, ensuring that the subjects of the empire were able to yield crops when the time came to pay their taxes to the landlords. Sir, change the slide.
Now this practice continued throughout the years and took the name of Faslisan or the agricultural year, later what would be known as the Bangabdo or the Bengali New Year, dating to 1556, marking the rise of throne of Emperor Akbar and finally established in the year 1584 on 10th or 11th of March. Another significant practice of the Bengali New Year was Halkhata. It marked the date at which one would need to clear all dues on the last day of the year and start fresh the next day. At the beginning of the year, to celebrate the Halkhata festival, cultural occasion like fairs would take place. Although the Halkhata dismissed, the festival still date on this day.
Sir, can you change the slide again? Okay, the festivals in the past, right? Okay. The festivals that took place in the past were heavily influenced by the simple glowing lives of Bengalis, such as kite flying, bull racing, horse racing, bullfighting, cockfighting, releasing of pigeons, and boat racing, which is also known to us as Nauka Baich. All these games were very popular in the past, but most of them had died out. Still, the spark of the festival is seen all around the rural areas of Bangladesh even to this day. But enough about the past. Let's look about the festivals that take place at the present day throughout the nation. Please change the slide.
Nowadays, the people of Bangla expect Pohela Boishakh by arranging stage show, Jatra, which is a type of cultural parade, and numerous musical feasts like Palagan, Kabigan, Zarigan, Gazirgan, and many other folk music. Many festivals break out on the day with fairs ranging from big and small. A huge attraction of the fair is puppet show depicting narrative plays like Lali Majnu and Radha Krishna.
Change the slide. So let's talk about the traditional foods and attire, shall we? The city dwellers start the day with the traditional breakfast item, panta. It's cooked rice soaked in cold water. It's always accompanied by green chilies, onions, and fried hilsa fish. The people also take on festive colors on the day. Men wear Punjabis, pajamas, and dhuti depicting the festive colors, and women wear saris in white with red borders. They also wear appropriate jewelry and flowers complementing the look.
Now let me tell you how we spend the day on Pehla Boishakh. We usually get up early in the morning and take a bath. We dress up in the traditional attire mentioned previously by Alif and finish our Panta Ilish breakfast. On the day, we visit relatives, friends, and neighbors to render greeting of the day. Many traditional and delicious food are prepared to serve to the guest. The Baishakhi fair is arranged all around the country. There we can find agricultural as well as handicraft products, toys, cosmetics, accessories. The day begins for most by witnessing the rise of the new morning sun by the banks of rivers. Many artists present songs to welcome the new year.
Okay, change the slide. Please change the slide. Thank you. Okay, another attraction of Pohela Boishakh is the Mongol Shobhojatra. It's a parade arranged by the teachers and students of the Faculty of Fine Arts from Dhaka University at the break of dawn. This is considered the bringer of good luck for the whole year, and it also expresses our unity. UNESCO declared it as an integral cultural heritage in 2016 based on the representative of list of humanity. Change the slide, please. Thank you. Now, as for staple cultural programs, people sing the new poem written by the Nobel Prize winning Bengali writer, the great Rabindranath, Esho He Boishakh, Esho Hesho, inviting the new year and welcoming Boishakh. The entire day is engulfed in festivals. People sing, dance, eat, laugh together, and they do this stuff in institutions, universities, and campuses, and genuinely feel proud to be a Bengali. Change the slide, Priyo.
Pohela Boishakh represent the culture and tradition of Bengali people through the numerous kinds of celebration, sports, and practice scenes throughout the day. It is a day the entire country celebrates disregardingly any discrimination of any kind. Everyone is family that day. As a result, it gives a feeling of joy to anyone being a part of this program. It is marvelous to part of such celebration. This year, Pohela Boishakh is on 14th of April.
Can we have the last slide? Yes, thank you. Yes, coincidentally, we chose to host the second Chinese corner one day prior to the Pohela Boishakh. So to all of our friends in China, we wish you all advance Happy New Year and Shubha Novoborsho. Everybody, can we please wish them Shubha Novoborsho to everyone? One more time. Okay, on three. 1, 2, 3. Shubha Novoborsho.
Happy New Year.
Once more, sir. Should we do it once more? Reverbing, right?
Yeah, we can.
Okay, let's do it one more time. On 3. 1, 2, 3. Shubha Novoborsho, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Okay. Thank you so much, Alif and Lamia, for this wonderful presentation. Now, we would like to present you a clip of the colors of Pohela Boishakh.
Welcome to the second Chinese Corner, which is jointly organized by Daffodil International University Belt and Road Research Center and Jiangxi University of Finance and Economy Overseas School and Education. Happy Bangla New Year to all! So let's begin the second Chinese corner. Hello everyone, today we are going to talk about Pohela Boishakh, which is one of the most important part of our tradition. Pohela Boishakh is the first day of Bangla New Year. It is no doubt a part and parcel of Bangladeshi culture. It expresses the happy moments of our life. The day is celebrated with traditional festivals throughout the country. Traditionally, traders and shopkeepers are found to open halkata. They offer sweets to their customers and clients. Different organizations and institutions chuck out elaborate programs to celebrate the day. The day's first program begins at dawn in Romna Otmul. Chayanot organizes the program after the sunrise. Men, women, and children participate in the program, putting on traditional dresses like shari, pajama, Punjabi. The program is telecast live from 6 in the morning by Bangladesh Television. On this day, national dailies bring out special supplements. Bangladesh Television and Bangladesh radios also broadcast many special programs throughout the day. Bangla Academy, Shilpokola Academy, Jatiyo Press Club, Bulbul Latiyakola Academy, Liberational War Museum, and Bangladesh National Museum and other cultural organizations arrange different programs on the occasion. People of all ages enjoy this day very much, as Pohela Boishakh is one of the most important cultures of our country. It is really a glorious day for us. This day signifies a new dimension of life for our people.
I guess now you know how enthusiastic we all are and how fascinating this day is to our life. It is a celebration that brings life to the hearts of Bengalis of all spheres. Moving on to our next activity that Sri Vona promised you earlier, I'd like to ask Katie to teach you how to get your zodiac sign. The floor is up to you, Katie.
Okay, let's welcome to the
地不在。
有声音吗？现在
Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, okay.
听懂吗？
听了，听了。
Okay, I'm Asia, and and now it's my turn. I will teach you the way to identify your zodiac sign. And in China, as mentioned before, the Chinese zodiac is a group of 12 animals that correspond to the year of a person's birth. That is, every 12 years, there will be a cycle, and everyone has his or her corresponding zodiac. So, do you want to know your zodiac? Now, I will give you a method to calculate it. And the first step is divide your year of birth by 12 and take the remainder. If the result is an integer, the remainder is 0. And like 1997 divided by 12 is 166 with a remainder of 5. But the result of 166 is not important, so just leave it away. But the remainder is important, so please remember the remainder. That is 5. And the second step is check. We use the remainder and check the following table to correspond to your zodiac. The 0 corresponds to monkey and 1 corresponds to rooster and so on. Let's take an example, just like this year, 2022. 2022 divided by 12 equal to 168 with the remainder of 6. And 6 in the table corresponds to tiger. So this year in China also called Tiger Year. And we can also use this way to calculate the zodiac of celebrities like Einstein. Einstein was born in 1879, and 1879 divided by 12 is 156 with the remainder of 7. And we can see in the table 7 corresponds to a rabbit. And so Einstein's zodiac, sorry, Einstein's zodiac is rabbit. And at the same time, you can also see some characteristics of rabbit in him. For example, he is very strict with himself and has strong self-discipline. And moreover, he has strong working ability and was diligent to invent something new. And now it's your turn.
Okay, now I would like to invite Rian and Itu again to deliver their performance in front of you all.
Ready.
তোমাকে তুমি কারণ চাই না মে তুমি অন্য কারণ পাবে না কেউ তোমাকে তুমি কারণ তুমি তো আমারই জানো ও এরিবার তোমারই তোমাকে ছাড়া আমি বুঝি না কোনো কিছুতে আর পৃথিবীতে যাক তুমি শুধু আমার তোমাকে ছাড়া আমি বুঝি না কোনো কিছুতে আর পৃথিবীতে যাক তুমি শুধু আমার হৃদয়ের নীল আকাশে স্বপ্ন আমার ওরে ভেঙে যায় আমার মন অভিমানী ঝড়ে হৃদয়ের নীল আকাশে স্বপ্ন আমার ওরে ভেঙে যায় আমার মন অভিমানী ঝড়ে তুমি তো আমারই জানো না ও হৃদয় তোমারই তোমাকে ছাড়া আমি বুঝি না কোনো কিছুতে আর পৃথিবীতে যাক তুমি শুধু আমার তোমাকে ছাড়া আমি বুঝি না কোনো কিছুতে আর পৃথিবীতে যাক তুমি শুধু আমার Thank you guys.
Well, I hope everyone is astonished by their performance. Thank you so much, Rian and Itu, for this stunning showdown. Moving forward, I would like to ask the Chinese students to take their floor and conduct the next interactive activity, which is Chinese paper cutting. And please bear with us, everyone. We have some exciting performances for you at the end. So Katie, the floor is yours again.
Hello, everyone. Can you hear me? After listening the knowledge about the Chinese zodiac, I hope you have some understanding of zodiac. And now I'd like to introduce other Chinese traditional culture for you. That is paper cutting. Chinese paper cutting or 剪纸 is a kind of traditional folk art with long history in China. It usually appears in place of celebration and is used for decoration during celebration. For example, when celebrate a festival or someone marries, we put up some bright paper cups on the wall, dressing table, or other furniture to express our best wishes. Paper cutting sounds very easy, but it can be difficult. When we are making paper cutting, we usually fold the red paper in half and then cut it with scissors. Today, we will lead you to cut red paper together, and because this year is the year of the tiger, I'd like to teach you to cut a simple and cute shape of tiger. Before all the types begin, we need to prepare some tools. Red paper, pencils, eraser, and scissors. All the preparations have been completed, and we are ready to start.
Now, first, please fold the red paper in half. And then draw the outline of it. This is an important step. In this process of painting, we should pay attention to symmetry and try to draw a little more perfect. Wait a minute, it's
继续吧，继续，你叫他看得到那个点，他要看得到那个视频，他会做。
这个图片我不太知道，好像。Please draw the picture in the PowerPoint.
Remember, when we are drawing, we can try our best to draw the painting ladder, which is convenient for better counting in the following counting process.
对的，但是它这里要画英语部分，就是一定要知道自己要剪哪个部分。Okay. No, no, no. Wait a moment. Okay, next thing. And then they will draw the space-fitted shared airs. Have you finished? Okay, next thing. Then we will cut out the distinct airs.
We are done.
Yes, we're done.
Yes, the first part you need to cut is the shadow airs. Shadow airs. Here. And the second part is the outer counter. Please pay attention to the point. The shadow part along the side is easier to cut, but for the shadow part in the middle, first gently poke a hole in the middle of the shadow part, and then cut it out along the hole. Okay, let's start to cut.
Okay. Yeah, we should cut the black part, right? Yeah. Okay.
Sorry, can you speak again?
I have finished to cut the shadow part along the side. And then to cut the outline. And then it is the most difficult part. We need to cut the middle of the shadow parts. First, we need to poke a hole in the middle of the shadow parts. A hole in the middle. Can you see the hole? I have finished the first one.